Hey guys, it's Tamia and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you have been a subscriber, welcome back. By the title, you want to know what's going on or you don't know what's going on. So we're going to get into it. Just make sure to like, comment, subscribe. So I have made the decision to not return to campus this upcoming year. Where do I even start? I currently attend Old Dominion University and I am going to be a senior this year. It's supposed to be my last year. And I have ultimately made the decision to not return to campus. Before getting into my reasons as to not returning back to campus, before COVID-19 and all that type of stuff, it was dead set that I was going to go back to campus. I've been to campus every year since I've even attended college. It was never a question if I was going back. I was always going to go back. I love being at ODU. I love being with my friends, my boyfriend. I love going to all the events and just getting out, traveling, and having fun. I love being on campus. I didn't like being at home. So when COVID-19 happened this past March, universities sent students home because of the outbreak of coronavirus, and we've been home ever since. And universities have given the students the option to go back on campus, and once again I was dead set on going back to campus. Expected this virus to be contained by now, and obviously it hasn't. I had a job lined up on campus. I was lit. I was ready to go back, and I do extracurricular activities. You guys know the feeling of you guys being excited for something but you don't even realize what you're stepping into. That's kind of what happened with me when I made this decision myself. I was excited to go back on campus, but it's kind of like I forgot what time we ran and I forgot the risks I was going to be taking, and I don't know what it was. I believe it's because I read the handbook or something like that, or I just had a come into Jesus moment and I realized what was about to go down. But nonetheless, about to get into it. So my first reason for not returning back on campus is because you cannot have guests and you cannot see other people in their residential halls. Yeah, so you can't visit other people in their dorms or apartments on campus. I don't know how it is off campus, but on campus you can't visit anybody and they can't visit you. They said you can only have one guest, and they said you can only have a guest and that guest has to live in your building. And they said you can only have one guest at a time. So if I would, let's say if I was to bring up a guest to my room, all of my roommates would have to wait until that person left. But then again, that guest would have to live in the building, so they can't be from anywhere else. And I didn't like that. Don't get me wrong, the reasons I'm about to say why I'm not going back to campus, I understand the protocols my university is trying to take. I understand what they're doing and I do appreciate it, but all of my reasons are going to stem from why I don't want to go back and why I feel like it's pointless to go back. You know, seeing my friends, seeing my boyfriend, hanging out with everybody, going to events, and, you know, having fun, that's what keeps you going during college. That's what kept me going during college, because, you know, it's not easy. You know, you need a break and sometimes you can get away with people. So I feel like with me not having the opportunity to see people, that would just backfire on it. Because to be transparent, I've been pretty depressed since this whole pandemic took off. You know, just being secluded in the house just has not been doing it for me. And, you know, people I've told this to were like, oh, you can just sneak people in. I really don't think they have a way of enforcing that. One, I had a job on campus, and that was through housing. So I would work through housing, and let's say if I was to get caught sneaking somebody in or sneaking into somebody else's hall, that would look bad on my part and I would be jeopardizing my job. So I'm not doing that. Two, I'm grown. I'm not sneaking into anybody's dorm hall. I'm not sneaking into anybody's apartment and vice versa. I pay for housing. If I'm paying for housing, I'm gonna do what I want, period, because I'm paying for it. My second point for not going back on campus is because the possibility of them shutting down the web center or them changing up the hours of the web center. If you don't know what the web center is on campus, it's this really big building. It has most of all of our food places like Panda Express, Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, Subway and a few other dining halls, and that's just where everybody chills, and that's where all the events happen, like all the fun stuff happens. So people mostly go there for food. So if they change the hours or they choose to really shut down the web completely, that would kind of ruin my chance of getting food, if that makes sense. I really don't know if they're shutting it down. I really don't know. If they do, I mean, that would kind of be smart, because you really can't social distance in the web, because a lot of people go there and a lot of food places are there. So I don't know how that would work. If they were to modify the hours or shut down the web completely, that would cause people to go other places to get food. And we have other dining halls, we have other food eateries, but the web was the main spot. Where my apartment is, I'm over there with a bunch of other food places, which is really popular on campus. And those food places already get a lot of business, so a lot of people go in there. Imagine how it's gonna be during COVID with everybody on campus and they have to social distance. Before COVID-19, like I said, it was already hard getting food, because, you know, at a certain time of the day, everybody was there. So when they're social distancing and only letting a few people in at a time, that's gonna be time consuming, and I really don't know how that would work between like everybody trying to get food at one time. And then that brings me into my next point as to, you know, cooking from home in my apartment. In my apartment, I share an apartment with 3 other girls, so it's 4 of us total, and you guys share one kitchen and one refrigerator. So let's say all of us wanted to cook more from home. I wouldn't see how that would work, because our times would conflict, because, you know, we probably would all want to cook breakfast, we probably all want to cook lunch, we probably would all want to cook dinner. It would probably, you know, you really can't balance all that between 4 girls. And then the refrigerator is only one regular refrigerator, and it probably won't store all of our food if we already get a good amount of groceries. And you can get a mini fridge, but, you know, mini fridges can only hold for so much, you know. So I feel like that would cause a lot of conflict on top of like the living situation and stuff, because, you know, some people don't like following the rules. My next point as to me not returning on campus is because all of my classes are online. Now, teachers have a option if they want to return to campus to teach, or if they want to have all of their classes online. All of my teachers put everything online, so I'm just gonna be basically in my room doing my work, or I'm gonna be at work at the desk doing homework all day. Like, so I really wouldn't have a reason to leave my apartment unless I was going to work or if I was doing other stuff. So I didn't really feel like it was really, I really felt like that was a waste of money for me to just be in my room and just be doing work all day, on top of me not being able to go anywhere. And then on top of that, my university is charging crazy additional technology fees. If you don't know what a technology fee is, that's an additional fee for your classes being online. All of my classes are online, so I don't know what that fee is going to look like, but I know it's not going to be cute. My next point for not returning to campus is because the area that my school is in already has a lot of cases. On top of that, you're still going to have people going out and stuff like that. It's just, you're putting all the college kids back on campus, and you still have people who don't want to follow the rules, who don't want to wear masks, and aren't taking this pandemic seriously. So I feel like a lot of stuff is still going to be going on. People are still going to go to the beach. People are still going to be going out. People are still going to be walking around not being careful. So I feel like when they put all of us back on campus, that's just going to increase the COVID cases, because people don't listen. Another reason why I'm not going to campus is because of my job. Once again, I work for housing, and I feel like if I was to be on campus working that job, it would put a lot of pressure on me to enforce the rules. Like, you guys ever worked at a job where they literally, it's like they're putting the gun in your back to like go above and beyond, but you know, people aren't going to listen unless they want to listen. And I feel like it'll probably be unnecessary for me to go back to school and work that job and have to worry about yelling at folks all day, and then me dealing with packages, which is probably another type of exposure I'm probably going to be exposed to. I just feel like it was probably gonna be a lot. You know, people don't listen already. Before the whole COVID thing happened, people are already sneaking people into their dorms and stuff. I feel like the job would probably pressure me a lot to enforce the rules, which I have no problem with doing, but I don't want to deal with the extra pressure of me potentially losing my job because people don't want to listen to me, if that makes sense. My main two and last points as to why I'm not going back on campus is because all of my extracurriculars are canceled, postponed actually. If you don't know me, I am a pre-med student. I aspire to be a physician assistant. Before this whole COVID thing happened, I was doing a lot of things outside of campus. I was shadowing at the hospital, I was volunteering at the hospital, I'm a doula in training, and I was looking forward to doing a medical assisting program over there. And since all of that stuff deals with healthcare and being around people, and all of that stuff is postponed, and it's not like I'm certified or anything yet, it just can't happen. They have to take steps to protect everybody, so all of my stuff is postponed. When we got sent back home in March, all of that stuff said it was postponed until further notice. Before I made the decision to cancel my housing, I called everybody ahead of time and asked what was going on, and they told me that until this virus is dealt with, there's really nothing they can do. So basically all of my stuff is on hold until this virus is done with. So it's not like I'll be actually doing something outside of campus to have a reason to stay on campus, because all of that stuff is closer to school, you know. My last and next main point as to why I'm not going back is because I really do believe that they're gonna have to eventually send us back home. During March, when they sent us back, that was when the coronavirus just jumped off. Like, that was during spring semester. You were hearing about it, you didn't know how serious it was until they sent us home and they told us that we were going to be doing school online. There's no doubt in my mind that they're going to send us back home because, one, the area that my school is in, we already have a lot of coronavirus cases. Two, we were just put back into phase 2 by the governor. Yeah. So that means that the virus is not getting any better. Why are they sending us back on campus in these conditions? I don't know. But I just know it's going to be a mess. And 3, why am I going to drive 3 hours away from my home now, put my parents through that, put myself through that, because, you know, moving is not, it's all right and all, but y'all know that drive, that moving and stuff, it's tiring. Why am I gonna put myself through all that just to potentially be sent home in the next 3 or 4 weeks, if that? And then, catch this, my school was supposed to be doing a compressed semester. So we were supposed to be starting early so we could go back home early. So we were supposed to start early in August, and the semester was supposed to end in, well, it was supposed to end before Thanksgiving. So we were supposed to end before Thanksgiving break, and they took out our fall break, so, you know, obviously we had more time. So when we got put back into phase 2, my school decided to push back the start of classes and push back move-in dates because of that. So now we're starting school in late August, but we still don't have a fall break, which is what I'm not understanding, because they pushed everything back, and that was basically normal time for us going back to school. And we're supposed to be ending in December now instead of November. And they also said after Thanksgiving break, everything is going to be online, including finals. So again, why am I going on campus for that? And all of my classes are online, so it's not like it's going to be new to me. And another thing I was wondering is, okay, everybody is going to leave for Thanksgiving and then they're going to come back on campus. You just don't know where people have been at. You don't know who you're going to come across. You don't know what you're going to touch with the possibility of getting the virus, you know? Like, I could touch my door handle and be exposed. I could go to the laundry room and touch a washing machine that somebody was just at who probably is infected and get the virus. It's just so many things to think about. Yeah, this decision was not easy. I was really dreading it. I was trying to weigh out all of my options, and it just seemed smarter to stay at home. It's like, I don't even like being at home. It's like, I like being at home, but, you know, if I could pick between being at home and being on campus, I'm definitely gonna choose being on campus. And you guys know I work this grocery job I technically put in my 2 weeks there because I was so certain that we were gonna go back to school. But it ended up things were getting worse. I really didn't put my 2 weeks in, but you guys know how you guys come back to a job during your holiday breaks and work. That's what I did. But my job isn't lost, if you know what I'm saying. But basically it's just, why am I gonna spend all that money and put in all that time and effort when you probably already know how things are gonna go? Why am I paying $12,000 for housing if I can't go anywhere, I can't see anybody? You know, we're back into phase 2, so you really shouldn't be going out and things really aren't gonna be open for you to go there. Why am I gonna pay $300 for a parking pass if I really have nowhere to go besides being in my room? All of my extracurriculars are canceled. I'm not going to class. It's not like much is going to be open anymore, because whether you want to believe it or not, we are going to be put on another lockdown, as we should. And if we get put on another lockdown, they have to send us home. At least that's what I'm guessing. I mean, that's smart. If we're going to be put on another lockdown, they should be sending us home, but whatever. Yeah, it wasn't easy making this decision. I wanted to stay on campus. I was holding on to that little bit of hope, and I just couldn't, especially with my on-campus job. I did so much to get that job, y'all. If only y'all knew, that'll probably be a story time. I went through so much to get that job, hoops and hurdles to get that job, and I mean, I was put in a position to resign from the job, so. But it's cool, you know, I still got my grocery job here, and I really do like those people there, and I really do like my job here. But I was looking forward to that job because it was something new, and then on top of that, I could do that job while doing my homework and stuff, so. Oh well. This stuff really didn't hit me until I read the university handbook of how I was gonna be on campus. And when I started seeing all the restrictions and rules, that's kind of where it hit me in the face. Because I just didn't realize how much was going to be changing. And then, you know, I sat on it for, you know, a day or two, and I just came to the decision that it was going to be best for me to stay at home. And it's like I told my parents about it, and they didn't even realize how big of a change it was going to be on campus. You know, you're paying all this money to be sitting at home, and it's like I'm not going to pay all this money to live on campus to basically be depressed in my room. Like, I'm already sad right now. You know, and it's like, I can't see my friends on campus. I can't see my boyfriend, you know, so I'm basically going to be in a long distance relationship on campus. Like, what am I supposed to do? Yodel out the window and hope he hears me and yodel back? No. So, I believe either the second or third day after ODU decided to push back classes, that's when I decided to cancel my housing and to cancel my dining plan. So it's pretty much official. I'm staying home. I feel bad because I know most of my friends are going to be going on campus, and my boyfriend is on campus, and he was really sad when I canceled my housing. But I know it's for the best. I know I'm making a wise decision. The point is, y'all, I just do not want to catch this virus. I know you can be safe and everything, but there's people out here who don't even know how they got this virus, and they've been in the house. And I feel like if I was to return back to university, I would be really risking my life. So, oh well. Doesn't mean I'm not going to keep filming for you guys. That doesn't mean I'm not going to put out content. That doesn't mean anything. I was really excited on going back on campus because I wanted you guys to see how it was for me living back on campus. I feel like me being at home is one person, but me being on campus, that's a different person, because, you know, I got all my independence there. But I'm still going to film for you guys. I'm still going to let you guys in on my medical journey because that's what I wanted to show you guys. But I'm just gonna have to do it from home. I still have my grocery store job, so I know you guys really like those videos. I'm gonna keep doing them. I know you guys really like them, so that's not a problem. I'm just gonna be continuing school online, and you guys will get a bunch of vlogs about my life here. You guys get a bunch of vlogs so y'all can get to know me better and see what I do and see everything I have in the works for y'all. Like, my people who are pre-med, like, if you're not subscribed, you should subscribe. You should do that because I really plan on changing the game. Like, I'm gonna help y'all. But yeah, those are my reasons for not returning back on campus. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have made the same decision. It's not easy, especially if it's your first or last year. You just have so many expectations, and you really look forward to being on campus and getting that experience. But what's the point of going back on campus and not even getting the full experience. I mean, you are paying for it, so I mean, we're all in this together. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys learned something. Please stay safe. This virus is not over with. I want my life back, y'all. Like, please stay in the house. It's not over with. CDC already said that the fall and winter were probably going to be the hardest times for this virus, and the way things are going, I believe them, which is another reason why I do not doubt that they're gonna have to send us back home. Yeah, please subscribe if you haven't. Please comment if you haven't. Stay tuned because a lot more content is coming, okay? But that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.